Moses died, and Joshua was left to lead the Israelites into their new territory. The Lord spoke to Joshua and said, I will give you every place you go in the land of Canaan. Joshua, don't be afraid, because the Lord your God will be with you everywhere you go. And so it began. Joshua in the Battle of Jericho. Jericho stood at the entrance to the promised land of Canaan. Great thick walls surrounded the city, protecting it from invasion. That's right on. The wall seemed an impossible obstacle to overcome. Okay, but God had planned to overcome, and he told Joshua his unusual strategy. March around the city, blow the trumpets, and the walls will come tumbling down. Joshua wondered at God's strange battle orders, but he trusted God completely. The people of Jericho were afraid. They closed the city gates and guarded the great walls. No one came in and no one went out. It was time for the battle to begin, and Joshua called the priests forward. 7 of you, Joshua said, take your trumpets and march at the front of the procession. Oh no. The rest of you follow, carrying the ark of God's tent, as you sign that God himself is with us. No, man. With us. Next, Joshua placed some soldiers in front and behind the ark. Joshua said nothing about a battle, nothing about the walls, nothing about weapons. When everyone was lined up, Joshua gave his next instructions just as God had given them to him. Start marching around Jericho, blowing your trumpets as you go. Soldiers, keep quiet and don't yell a battle cry. Holy crap.
Joshua fit the battle of Jericho, Jericho, Jericho. Joshua fit the battle of Jericho when the walls came tumbling down. Joshua fit the battle of Jericho, Jericho, Jericho. Joshua fit the battle of Jericho when the walls came tumbling down. You may talk about the bonds of Gideon, you may brag about your man of Saul, but you never saw nothing like Joshua at the Battle of Jericho. When the sun stopped shining in the middle of the day, the sky began to storm. The ram horns, the sheep horns began to blow, and the walls came tumbling down. Well, I know you've heard about Joshua. He was the son of Nun. He never stopped his work until the work was done. Up to the walls of Jericho, he marched with spear in hand. Go blow them ram horns, Joshua cried, 'cause the battle is in my hands. Joshua fit the battle of Jericho, Jericho, Jericho. Joshua fit the battle of Jericho when the walls came tumbling down. Well, the Bible says that Joshua's spear was 8 of those cubits long, and upon his hip was a double-edged sword, and his mouth was a gospel horn. Up to the walls of Jericho he marched with spear in hand. Go Joshua cried, 'cause the battle is in my hands. Joshua fit the battle of Jericho, Jericho, Jericho. Joshua fit the battle of Jericho when the walls came tumbling down. Joshua fit the